You do not need a different life to find peace, you need a different relationship with the life you already have. When you stop demanding that reality conform to your expectations, you begin to see that peace was never missing, it was simply being blocked by resistance. Every moment you spend worrying about things outside your control is a moment you quietly surrender your inner freedom. The Stoic path is not about controlling the world, but about refusing to let the world control your mind. Life does not become easier when you become stronger, it becomes clearer. You start to see that most of what once disturbed you had no real power, except the power you unknowingly gave it through attention and interpretation. You are constantly shaping your character through small, unnoticed decisions: how you respond when frustrated, how you behave when no one is watching, how quickly you return to reason after emotional disturbance. These small choices define the strength of your mind far more than rare moments of crisis. The world will never stop presenting challenges, because challenge is part of existence itself. But your suffering is not guaranteed within those challenges. It arises only when you believe that things must be different for you to be at peace. There is a quiet wisdom in accepting that you are not entitled to a life without difficulty. Once this truth is understood, disappointment loses much of its power, and resilience becomes your natural response to uncertainty. Most people live as though they have unlimited time, yet constantly feel rushed and unfulfilled. The Stoic perspective is to recognize the fragility of time, not to create fear, but to create focus, so that every action carries more intention and less waste. Your mind is like a mirror, it reflects whatever you place before it. If you fill it with fear, it will reflect anxiety. If you fill it with clarity and discipline, it will reflect stability even in unstable conditions. External events are neutral until your mind assigns them meaning. A setback can become either a breaking point or a turning point, depending entirely on the perspective you choose to adopt in response to it. Emotional control does not mean suppressing what you feel, but understanding that not every feeling deserves equal authority over your actions. Between emotion and response lies a space where wisdom is either practiced or abandoned. The more you depend on external validation, the more fragile your peace becomes. But when your sense of worth is anchored in your own principles, no opinion, positive or negative, can shake your inner foundation. You will find that much of life becomes lighter when you stop trying to mentally fight every discomfort. Acceptance is not surrender to weakness, but alignment with reality, allowing you to act from clarity rather than resistance. A disciplined mind does not chase every thought that appears. It observes, evaluates, and lets go of what is unhelpful.